Yeah. Um, as you guys know, I went to the gun range yesterday. I just feel like I should definitely say something about the situation. So I went in there. As I said before on my Reddit page, the gun range that I go to, they don't really accept printed frames and shit like that. They don't accept anything that's not serialized in there and shit. So, me just kind of being me, kind of already being in cahoots with certain staff members in there and shit like that, they already kind of know me and they know that, I'm not one of those guys and shit. Either or. They let me come in, they see my shit or whatever like that, and, everything is everything. Everything is just cool as shit. So I didn't really understand what the issue was and shit. Either or. I'm shooting my shit and the bolt is stuck. The bolt is stuck. I can't. It's fucking stuck. I don't know if there's a round in there. I have no fucking idea. So I go to the staff members. I'm like, yo, can you guys help me out? Now, I do know how to do it. I just didn't know if I had enough leverage on the table, because the last thing I want to do is be fucking up property that is not mine. So that's why I asked like a fucking noob, can you guys help me out? And this fucking know-it-all fucking whoever the fuck instructor came out of nowhere, didn't even ask him. I asked the two dudes that I was talking to about everything in there. And, the dude just comes out of nowhere and he just takes a quick look. He didn't ask or anything like that. This is where I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to explain it to you. There's three type of motherfuckers that work at gun ranges. Now, just took a quick look at everything. Didn't ask, nothing. Didn't ask anything. Took a quick look and he was just like, you got to get that shit out of here. We don't accept SBRs in here. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, a SBR? I'm like, SBR where? I'm like, now I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I already know what he's probably looking at, but I'm just like, I'm gonna press him on this right here. I'm gonna stand my ground on this shit right here, because this is where you knowing your fucking gun laws and you knowing your state laws come in fucking play. So I'm like, how is this a SBR? Now understand this is under 16. Understand? I'm like, you talking about the grip? We talking about the foregrip? Because this is a thumb foregrip. It's not a 90 fucking degree angled. And he was like, no. That's why I fucked him up. You got that stock. Stock? I started looking around. I'm like, stock where? He was like, stock right there. I was like, sir, this is not a stock. This is a brace. He was like, I'm like, yeah. And then even on top of that, I can actually show you the legislation letter that's in there stating that this is totally fucking legal. Guess what he did? He fucking walked off. He fucking walked off looking dumb as shit. Now, the two other dudes that I was talking to, which I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of respect that even though they knew he was wrong, they still tried to stand up for him and shit like that. Because they were like, oh, well, if a certain type of person came in here and they saw that, you kind of understand where they would have took that as. Like, and I'm just like, I mean, I understand it, but then I would have probably schooled his ass too. And then they shut the fuck up. So I'm just like, can I go in there? I mean, and then on top of that, I'm asking them for 5.56s, 2.23s, and they're just like, oh, we don't have any more. I'm like, okay. Now, they probably really didn't have them. But I'm not going to lie. When I first came in there and shit like that, he said that a staff member had a personal stash and shit like that. Then all of a sudden and shit like that. I'm pretty sure he was the dude. 9 times out of 10, he was the fucking dude, because he was actually messing with this AR when I came in there. So it just kind of goes to show there are three people that work at the gun range. You got your boomers, you got your know-it-alls, and you got your tinkers. Your boomers, you come in, they're just like, oh man, we don't do that shit here, da-da-da-da-da. Those are your boomers. You got your know-it-alls. Like main man, didn't ask shit. He just knew. He just knew exactly what he was talking about. That's a fucking know-it-all. Then you got your tinkers. The tinkers are usually really lenient with certain shit. Like when I came in there and I was trying to get my specs for the G21 and shit like that, they had no fucking problem. Now when I went to fucking Double Tap and fucking Northeast and shit like that, fucking dude, he was like fucking like maybe like 5-7 years older than me and shit like that. Oh no, you got to get that shit out of here, man. We don't fuck with that. Black dude too. I was like, damn, bro, really? Go down there, and they're it's cool as day. I just don't. But you're gonna go through that everywhere. You're gonna go through that everywhere. There's gonna be three types of people. Just understand who you're talking to as soon as you start stating who the fuck you are. Now, if you're a tanker, stay with your tankers. If you're a boomer, stay with your fucking boomers. You know what I mean? It's plain as day. Plain as day. Either or. Like I said, it just all kind of goes to show, like, you still need to know certain shit when you're moving around, because if I didn't know my shit, he would have kicked me the fuck out, and that would have been $30 down the fucking drain. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's not anything. I was already pretty much done in this sense, but I'm just like, you're not going to kick me out like that. Like, that's what you're not going to do, because you're fucking wrong. And I'm going to school the shit out you. And now you're going to sit down, and now you're going to fucking go to the cash register, and you're going to assist some other customer. And I'm going to continue to keep doing what the fuck I was doing. I think he was just mad because my AR kind of looked a little bit crazier than his. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what the fuck he had, but I don't know. I don't even want to seem cocky, but dude was a fucking, he was acting like a fucking douche. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, either or. Like I said, know your shit or you're going to get stepped on. That's just what it is. So